The visitors win the toss and will bowl first.
These two teams always produce some great games as we see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball. Charmy to get us underway. Nice to see some pace first up. This new ball should give some movement early and make the batter's life difficult. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide square leg. Could be four.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Not fast enough to beat the middle of the bat. Coleman, brilliant shot through the covers for four.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice shot. Straight to gully. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
End of the first. And an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Nearly gets the edge. Cummins with a great delivery there. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. How will the bowler respond?
Misses everything. Nice shot, run as possible.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Finds the fielder with that shot. shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Well, they started off with a bang, and they're still going on with it.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot. Beats the cover field. Nice shot.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early. Well timed. 4 runs.
Patel shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Patel over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
That really wasn't a great delivery. It was seen early and dispatched.
Late cut, straight to the fielder. No, terrible shot. Drive straight back down. Oh, collects the stumps. Fortunate for the bowler. That would have been a boundary. Over Bangalore, 34 for none. Zampa, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts and all the way.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build. How will he reply?
Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. End of the over. Massive. 25 off it. Bangalore, a 59 for none.
Taking full toll for this power play. Supreme timing and power.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Nice shot, straight to gully. Oh, my, that's just flown off the middle.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. 14 runs added there. Bangalore, 73 for none.
Strike rate was excellent. Now they can really get stuck into rotating the strike and setting up a massive score.
Drilled that one away.
That was a brilliant boundary. Really well timed and now starting to get the runs ticking over.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
The bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Straight to the fielder. That's the end of the power play. Time for some fielding changes.
The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Wow, that's missed a lot. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Beautiful catch. Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
The first wicket gone, the opening partnership is broken. You can see the relief on the bowler's face. Another quick wicket and they'll be into the middle order.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. 8 runs added there. Bangalore, a 93 for 1.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Great shot through the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Perfectly timed. Needs to be on target. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on. Patel from the north end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Smacks that away through the gap.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Nice shot, but straight to gully. End of the over. 9 off it. Bangalore, 110 for 2. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Livingston has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the 6.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Doesn't beat the infield. Good pick up, big chance.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Barely seemed to hit that. Brilliant shot, got it up and over, all the way for 6.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? "17 runs added there. Bangalore 148 for 2.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Chahar, the spinner, coming into the attack. Square driving through the gap. Classic shot for 4.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Livingston, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
Nice shot. Straight to gully. Too good. That is huge.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
End of the over. A huge momentum swing. 18 runs coming from it. Bangalore 166 for 2. Going with pace now. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Shot. It's a massive shot, just incredible.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
Livingston was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats, thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease. How will he reply?
Misses everything. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Cummins from the north end. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. No. Terrible shot.
Texas partnership to 100 runs.
Crack! Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
Nearly gets the edge. Cummins with a great delivery there. Over Bangalore, 213 for 2. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Ready shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one? Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
After a big partnership is broken, it's not unusual to see another wicket quickly. Time to concentrate and get settled in. Huge. That has flown.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shots that's raced to the boundary.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus back to line and length. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Jumped all over the slower ball, only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it.
Good running, they should come back for 2. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Wow, that's missed the lot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Nice shot, straight to gully. That's huge, that's a biggie. It is out of here, absolutely smoked off the bat.
Hit that one on the up, a fabulous drive for 6.
10 runs added there. Bangalore 246 for 3. That is quite extraordinary. David, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting 6s.
Too good. That is huge.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
That's gone miles. That could go out of the ground. Hit the fielders into the crowd. 2 on the trot. Charming from the north end.
good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Magnus, complete air shot. Oh, now then, that's on the end. That should get a few.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Well, that was a perfect example of sustained power hitting. What a finish that was.
Puttakar, stand and deliver. Holds the pose, the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
That's gone. Nice simple catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air. They've taken a good catch.
It's another wicket, the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Shepherd has plenty from these bowlers.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Perfectly timed.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Drilled that one away.
But you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Advanced down the wicket and lofted over cover. Brilliant shot. 6 more to the tally.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
And that's the end of the innings. The Sunrisers have been set a target of 318 runs. This is a massive total to chase. You have to stay positive, but the openers are going to have to get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in. Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edged it, no one there. Could be 4. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Couldn't get it through the field.
Head watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh, that's a terrific shot. Leant in and punched through the leg side for four.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. 9 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 9 for none. Hazelwood, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
End of the over. The Sunrisers are 16 for none.
An excellent over by the batter, but the bowlers just reined them in a tad.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
6 runs added in the over. The Sunrisers are 22 for none. Hazelwood from the south end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Smacks that away through the gap. Cuts that off well in the infield. Edged, what a ball. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Doesn't beat the infield. That's the over. The Sunrisers are 24 for none.
4 gone, and the batters really need to work the ball more at the moment. They need to look for boundaries before the power play ends.
Pandya, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Caught, and that's stuck. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
The Sunrisers weren't given much of an opportunity there, a very tidy over. Shepherd into the attack now from the south end.
The Bangalore Crowns.
Straight to the fielder. Shepherd over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Edged, unplayable. Yeah, they've gone up here. There's no debate about that one. Super catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Did well before.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Sunrisers are 38 for 2.
Bangalore can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. but it drops safely. Everyone's gone up. Oh, wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Edge, amazing delivery. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? End again. See you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
It's only a brief stay, struck the pad right in front, and they're out for naught.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Going with spin now. Menaha ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Beats the field with a great shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Pandya from the north end. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
Just perfection. A magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that. Great. Racing away to the boundary.
Caught. It's one of the easiest catches you'll see.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated batter heading back to the pavilion.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close.
Oh, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. This could be trouble.
Cass looking quite surprised. Didn't seem too worried about a reversal. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder in square leg. Good fielding out in the boundary. Two straight and punched through the leg side.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Pandya finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved. Power and precision in that shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Five runs added in the over. The Sunrisers are 55 for 5. Pandya having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far. And just one more to get 5 in this innings. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. End of the over, the Sunrisers are 56 for 6. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Great shot through the gap. Can't get that outside the ring field. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent win. Shepherd back on now.
Is coming into the attack.
Got that away nicely.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. Sharma from the south end. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, putting pressure on the batter. Was quick onto that in the infield. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. End of the over, 2 runs added. The Sunrisers are 69 for 6.
Well, you can't direct the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Some aggressive shots would be ideal at the moment.
Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, square leg. Could be 4.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Drilled that one away.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Cummins is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Great shot, through the gap.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. And there was no point chasing that.
Just open the face of the bat really well through the infield. There'll be 4 more.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing. On that shot. That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Goes over the top with that shot. perfectly timed.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rate has climbed.
Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. How will the bowler respond? It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Doesn't beat the infield. A big one, 12 runs out of there. The Sunrisers are 108 for 6.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Cuts that off well in the infield. That's a confident appeal. Beats the field with a great shot.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
End of the over, 6 off it. The Sunrisers are 114 for 6. Hazelwood back into the attack. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Poor shot, really lucky. Out, no, somehow it's missed everything. Six runs added in the over. The Sunrisers are 120 for 6.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate. That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket.
Have to go for it now. Extremely comfortable win, just brilliant on so many levels. You can't compete with that level of skill shown. It was a masterclass.
Well, that was a very one-sided contest.